Good morning. As we hit the first show of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, this is going to be a really quick show. Every morning, we're going to throw you out about 5 minutes and get you caught up in the world of sports. So without further ado, here we go. I'll go ahead and set the timer so we can hit the ground running. All right, last night, real quick in the NBA, Nets beat the Bucks. They're up 2-0. They did it without James Harden. So you're a little worried if you are a fan of the Bucks, the fact that they get blown up by 40 and the Nets don't even have one of their best players. Suns beat the Denver Nuggets. They go up 1-0. Obviously, first game of that series, so they get rolling. Key player in that was Chris Paul. He had 11 assists. Now tonight in the NBA, you got game 2, Atlanta versus Philadelphia. That starts at 7:30 Eastern. Okay. So what we're looking at that is Philadelphia's got to get this W. If they don't get the W, it's going to be a huge issue going back to Atlanta down 0-2 for the next 2 games. Embiid played in game 1 and they still lost. I'm a little concerned if I'm a Philadelphia 76er fan. Also tonight, Clippers, Utah begin their series. That game will take place out in Utah as they have home field advantage, obviously for being the number 1 seed. Last night in the NHL, you got the Islanders versus Boston. Islanders get the W. They win 5-4. They held on. They had a pretty good sized lead. They held on. So they got a 3-2 series lead, taking it back to New York, and they could end this series. What a big upset that would be. Because I believe a lot of people thought Boston is heading to the Stanley Cup Finals. Most of the brackets I saw, it was Boston, Tampa squaring off at the beginning of all this. Maybe Boston, Carolina. It looks like Tampa is going to take care of them. We'll get to that in a second. But also last night, the Canadiens, the Habs, they host Winnipeg. They beat them in overtime to win that series 4-0. The Jets are gone. So tonight in the NHL, Tampa Bay at Carolina. Lightning up 3-1. That game starts at 6:30. And at 9:00 Eastern, Vegas at Colorado. That series tied 2 apiece. If you're looking for a great series, that Vegas-Colorado series has been outstanding. Outside of game 1, it's been an outstanding series. Okay, Major League Baseball, there wasn't a whole lot to hit on from yesterday as there weren't many games that were played. So real quick, the Red Sox did beat the Marlins yesterday 5-3. The Sox scored 3 in the 4th. That was the big blow. And then last night, Jackson Kowar made his Major League debut and was a disaster. 2 1/3 innings is all he made at 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 hits. They got him the heck out of there. He's getting batted around. He was wild pitching. It was terrible. So it remains to be seen if he stays up with the club. And Alzolay, he gets banged around by the Padres. Padres knock out the Cubs last night 9-4. The Padres had 10 hits. Ryan Weathers with the W. All right, so that's strike number 1. And then strike number 2 today is going to be rookie cornerback Cameron, and forgive me if I'm not pronouncing this, but I believe it's Cameron Kinley. He made a statement after he was denied his request to delay his U.S. Navy commission. Now, this is what he put out on Twitter. This is kind of an issue when you consider the fact that, I'm going to read it to you real quick. But basically, he's getting denied to be able to go play for the Bucks this year when other athletes have been okayed. Here's the letter that he put out on Twitter. Recently, I was informed that my request to delay my services in order to play in the NFL was denied by the Secretary of the Navy. I have spent the past week processing my emotions. It's very difficult to have come to this, to achieving a childhood dream and having it taken away from me. In 2019, President Trump endorsed a policy titled the Directive Type Memorandum. Military Service Academy graduates seeking to participate in professional sports. This policy allows Academy graduates to delay their commissioning in order to pursue professional athletic endeavors. 2019 was the first year of this policy, with players such as Malcolm Perry of the Dolphins. So it's not a football thing. Malcolm Perry of the Dolphins, Elijah Riley of the Eagles reaping the benefits. Currently, I have 4 counterparts who have not been denied the opportunity to participate in the NFL. He goes on to say, I'm very aware of the commitment that I made to the service of the U.S. Navy, et cetera, et cetera. During my 4 years at the Academy, I strove to do all the right things the right way. Basically, he's being denied, and there's a lot of questions on why. So I'm sure that is a story that will develop. But basically, he was asking, we're not in wartime. He's asking for the ability to go play football this fall and then delay his commissioning. It would be one thing if it's never happened before, but as he stated, it's happened several times since 2019. And current players are still doing this. So it's interesting to see that. But anyways, that is the second strike of the day. As we get rolling here, we're going to have to end here in just a few seconds because I do want to keep these short every day. The third strike, it's a somber one today. Jim Fossil passes away at the age of 71. Last night, he evidently he had some kind of chest pains. He was sent to the hospital, and he passed away. Our condolences go out to his family. As Jim Fossil, for people who don't remember, first of all, he was a player as well, played in the NFL for the 1972 season. It's kind of bounced around from the Bears, Chargers, and Oilers. Then he went and played for the Toronto Argonauts in 73. So he did play in the USFL, and then played for a team called the Hawaiians, which was an American football team based in Honolulu in the WFL. I don't know if people remember. Yeah, you got to be pretty up there to remember the WFL. Played in the early 70s. I'm only aware of it. I don't remember it. I know a lot of people think I'm that old. I'm not yet. I do know that they used to call it the Wee Laugh. But anyways, he went on to be a coach, and a hell of a coach. Remember, he was the coach of the year in 97, coach for the Giants. He was a 2-time UFL champion in 2009, 2010. And of course, took the Giants to the Super Bowl. And I think that's what he'll be most remembered for, is taking the Giants to the Super Bowl against the Ravens. He did lose that game, but still, hell of a career, hell of a life by Jim Fossil, and he will be missed, obviously, by his loved ones. And we wish their family all the best in getting through this very, very tough time. All right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. That was Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Like we said, we're going to be here for about 5 minutes or so every day, getting you caught up on the world of sports. It's 3 strikes, so we're getting the hell out of here. Have a great day. And it'll pop up around noon Eastern, but just hit the subscribe button and you'll be on your way.